So it's been a week since we refitted it, and now I'm just going to do the leak check on it. So I've been driving around, and hopefully if that's loosened anything, then that will do it, because driving around will obviously cause things to move. So yeah, just get the hose out and give it a rinse. Just me today. Holly has had her tooth out, so just me by myself, and we'll see how well it goes. But it should be fine. It's a lovely day, so no chance of the rain ruining it, even though that's kind of what I want now. Just water. Let's get the hose. After removing all the blue bits of roll that I put up there, none of them are wet, and the water was actually gathered on this grill bit here, so I'm not sure where it's leaking from. I can see water, so it's not leaking down the sides. Now it seems to be leaking either through the seal, or maybe there is a crack that I can't see. So I'm going to take the back bit off, and it's leaking in any of it. This is frustrating. I thought it was going to be simple leak check. Yes, no, I've done it or not. So on the roof, I know where it's leaking from. It's leaking from this hinge and these rivets, because some of these are loose, so it's definitely just getting through there. So I'm just going to put the magic RV tape over there, and that should seal it enough. I was going to replace some of it up there, but when I try and take it off, it's so solidly on there that it's just not coming off. So put it over there, another leak check, and we'll go from there. Second try. Yes! That may have been a problem before that I saw. That may have been the problem that I saw. Ah, that's so good. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going with the water just to make sure. Double check. No! It's leaking again. This is an absolute nightmare. So first I thought it was the rivets. Now I think it might just be the seal on the actual thing. This may have been caused by Holly. It could just be the design of the vents. I'm not really sure. That little slit that you can see just there, I think that could be the problem. And I've put a little bit more of the magic tape on there, just hoping it is going to be magic and stop it somehow. Right. That seems to have fixed it. For now, I'm not going to completely trust it, but I'm definitely done with today because this has just been so annoying. And I think I'll put loads of tissue up in the places, and I'll park it out in the rain, and I'll drive it in the rain, and then I'll check on these in a little bit, like in a few weeks, and then I'll see if there's any leaks. But I think that fixed it. I think it was that little slit that was allowing water to come through. I think because I was using the hose, water was bouncing up, getting through the slit, so sort of making it unrealistic, but it could get in that way. But at least the insulation was right, and I think now we know that it was a combination of both of us, both me and Holly, caused an issue of me doing it wrong at the beginning, although Holly said it's both of us, and then Holly hitting it, which I think dislodged those rivets and allowed water to come through there and also the slot. So so now it's about 3 weeks on, and the clock's gone back, and it's a lot more cold, so that's why I'm all snuggled up in my clothes. Yeah, so it's been 3 weeks, and it's just been, I've just left it alone. There's been no obvious signs of evidence, but we're just going to look at the blue roll, and if everything's good, then we're just going to put it back together. Let's have a look. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. No water. Hasn't been raining recently, but I think we're fine. I think we're going to leave it at that. That's been pretty good. The fact that those aren't wet shows us a lot that there isn't a slow leak. 3 weeks is a pretty long time to leave it, I think, and it has been raining and everything. So yeah, just to reassemble it, and we'll show you everything that we did again, just as a little conclusion, just so that you can see it. I also think that we're going to do another little video of everything we know on how to install the vent, so it's all just a little bit condensed and together, but let's get on to reassembling it. So that's the vent installed and the electric's back on for it. So let's just go over a little conclusion for each little bit. For the slow leak, we installed it with mastics rather than silicone, and we also roughed up on the plastic to make sure that this mastics was actually going to adhere to it. And on the outside, we added the Magic RV tape, which deflects all the water away from it. So even though we've got the sealant in there, this is so much better to have. And that was all for the slow leak. And then for the leak caused by Holly crashing into it, the rivets got stretched, so we put the Magic RV tape over the rivets, which I think helped. And also we had that slot in the seal, which we think water could have been getting into, so we put a little bit on that, and also just along the face on the seal, and that has prevented all of the leaks. So if you have the same problem with a similar vent or the same vent, then maybe these adaptations will help you. Hope you enjoyed it, hope it was useful. As we said, we're going to do a little vent video for it to make it a little bit easier, but see ya.